Hello, hello. Welcome to Clash in the Streets, the first episode, first actual anything for this particular event. Very happy to be doing this. I am Dr. African, and I'm joined by my homie over here, Team Chris. How you doing today, bro?
Hey, kicking it off. Happy New Year 2026. You know, I couldn't think of a better way to kick off Street Fighter 6 for this 2026 than a team battle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know some of these dudes. I mean,
Yep.
I've caught a lot of hands from some of these dudes before. We all have, you know, and but to see it come down in a hype team battle, you know, that's one of my staples of competing in the FGC, and hopefully we can bring some of that hype and that element that like we've experienced in some of the best team battles over here in Clash in the Streets. And we got a lot to fight for too, man. A lot.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit. I was, we're partnered with HDGG. For you guys who don't know, they're primarily a like an NOS group, but you know they've been in the FGC for a while. I've known them for forever, and you know they hit me up a while back. We've been talking back and forth about doing more events, and I did EX Cup last year, and I was thinking about doing an event this year because I'm not a big fan of just doing just very general events. I like doing weeklies and stuff like that, but it's not really. It doesn't hit the same nerve that I'm looking to hit, that high that I'm looking for in in doing an event that I find cool personally. So they've done this event before. This is basically their format as far as like doing a multi-week essentially, and I thought it was cool, so I figured, yeah, let's go ahead and combine together and do this for Street Fighter. So I'm excited. We have a team ourselves in this, which, by the way, our very first game is TVX Dojo, and we're streaming it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this, but I'm not going to be biased at all. I'm sure. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the format for this. But first, actually, before then, let's introduce the teams that we're going to have for this. I'm actually very a little bit excited because these are some of the heavy hitters I think in the entire bracket. We have here Team REZ also supporting the tournament as well. You can see their logo at the bottom left there. Big Mo, Dude Sickle, Enzo the Hokage, and Noah the Prodigy. Yo, this team is kind of stacked. Like, this is actually an insane team.
That's a quartet that's making moves right there too, and especially like you got strong characters in there, and Enzo bringing out the Tiger, and so I mean bringing out some of the new season's funk. And then what I like about looking at this EX Dojo, like, I know you're biased on this one, man, but I like it because it's veteran play. I mean, like, you got names going all the way back in the early 2010s making moves. You got like some of the finest, like Evo's top eights here. You got like people who hold it down in regionals. My boy Scrot here, he throws it down, wins a lot of tournaments down here in the SoFlo area. Winner of Max Mode last year. You got some of DreamHack winners and some runner-ups out there ready to throw down. So it's just, I don't want to say like it's some of the new heads against the old heads, like ain't these people ain't like they ain't slowing the step here. They're still collecting some of the hardware out there and making a name out there. So let's definitely see how the chemistry here.
That is true, yeah. And speaking about the layout here for the teams, we have Dude Sickle. Yeah, you're right, it is kind of the new age players, isn't it? We have Dude Sickle, Big Mo, Enter the Hokage, Noah the Prodigy. Generally, like, pretty, if not new, young players overall. Versus, I think Scrot might be pretty young as well. But pretty much everyone else on the right side, as far as like the balance goes, yeah, I would argue it is basically the new age versus the old guard to some extent. But that's cool. I like that. And
what I like about it too is it also brings in, like, I mean, Gustavo 801 Strider. That was Street Fighter 4 with that apple throw down. And Kevin got with that. They put some of that machine out there last year. Now he's throwing down with blue. And then you got Jack who's like coming up towards Street Fighter 5 dominant on there. Into that domination in Street Fighter 6. I mean, you got generational play as well.
Yes, sir. And let's talk about. Oh, by the way, apparently the music on the stream might be a bit too loud. Shout out to you guys for letting us know that. But let's talk about the layout. Or rather the format, I should say. You were talking a little bit about this. You're more familiar with this. Can you give us like a rundown about how this works?
Yeah, so we're doing the team battle with CITS style, which means we're going to give you more matches, more of what you want. Player one versus player one on both teams. Then player two versus player two. Then player three versus player three. Player four versus player four. So we're going to see how it all lines up. And then we can take who survives out of those rounds and then throws it down. So that gives you more fight copyright.
Well, I like it because we're gonna get more matches by default, but also, no matter what, everyone gets to play. Everyone gets an opportunity to pitch into the team. Instead of maybe like, let's say for whatever reason you might have one player who's for that day, you send them on the point and they just they crush the other team. That happens all the time, right? You just have straight up murder. But with this, Scrod's gonna play Dude Sickle. That's why we have it ordered, right? The orders are pre-picked. Before you ever get to see what the other team's order is, you have to decide what yours is. So Dude Sickle and Scrod will be playing first. Big Mo and Strider will be playing second. Enzo and Jack will be playing. And then Noah the Prodigy and Duke Kevin will also be playing. This is single elimination as far as player versus player. So each player gets exactly one chance to lose. If you lose, you're out of the deck of cards. And whoever wins just moves to the bottom of the deck of cards, essentially. And then you guys just keep playing until there's no player left on either the left side of the screen or the right side of the screen. So I like this format a lot because, like I said, as much as I enjoy seeing teams, OCV, yeah, I like to see a little bit more action.
We always love that reverse OCV like Snake Eyes did in that 5v5 with his Zangief back in the SF4 days. But yeah, I agree with you. And also, it exposes frauds like me in team battles because I would always like be the guy who would give like the top player like a ride from the airport to the venue, so then I get them in the team battle, and then they can go and OCV everybody, and I can just hang out, talk what I talk, But no, you can't do that. Everybody in the team's got to pull their weight. So everybody's got to throw down, match up, squabble up. And, like I said, as a viewer, I love it. But as a scrub, I hate it.
Okay, cool. Well, let's take a look at the bracket as well. Because this is, I know the format's a little bit weird, y'all, but let's just assume that this is basically a normal double elimination bracket as far as teams go. So from the team's perspective, we have 6 total teams. The way it functioned is we randomized all the teams, and then this is what it ended up being. Again, REZ Esports and EX Dojo, I think, probably have the most stacked teams overall, as far as just at the very least star power, right? But the other teams are pretty stacked as well. If you guys get a chance to look at those, we'll look at those later. But this is the very first one. The winner of this will move on to play S tier gaming, and then on the loser side, we'll have Only Global playing against Synergy, and the winner of that will be playing Team Hitbox. And once you guys, once we make it into the playoffs, which is what we're calling it, or the finals, the finale, essentially that's where it's basically do or die, right? But this is going to be top 3 payout, so you really want to make sure that even if you make it into the top 4, you still want that final win from the loser side. Otherwise, you don't get a cut of that nice. I believe $1,200 right now. That's the minimum. So it's a pretty good chunk of change.
Yeah, and likewise. So you see it, I love this because it comes in episodically, so at the same time you get it like it's a bracket, but we kind of play it out like it's a card. I mean, all the matches are just drawn out there. We got some build for it, talk about tail of the tape and what we're expecting to see from these players as well. But also, if you're S tier gaming and Hitbox, get a chance, take some notes, get some homework, get some Twitter threads, get some X posts going on, QRTs out there about who's going to come get this stack.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
it's a little more than a stack too as well. So
it is. It's pretty solid. It is split across the team, but we do have some time to add a little bit more crumbs on that. Hopefully a full loaf. But let's move on. Looks like we're ready to start here. Scrod was in the middle of a grand finals at his local, I think, so he's gonna be playing from there. But we are ready to go. So Neo Jedi, let them know whenever you have time. But yeah, it's gonna be Scrod versus Dude Sickle. Dude Sickle is an interesting player because I think Dude Sickle, I remember him posting almost every day, if not like twice a day, 2100 with this character, 2100 with this character. He's gotten 2100, I think, with pretty much the whole cast, as far as I can tell. But he's more of a Shoto specialist. He kind of sticks with the Shotos. Looks like we're queued up here. They're ready to go. So
yeah, the only player I mean, there's a few others I know over the years who were able to do it, but I think the first one was Haitani. When Street Fighter 6 first came out, achieving that master. I mean, but that was master rank. 2100 is like, yeah, that's up there. Let's see.
Here we go. All right, first to 3. Dude Sickle with a Ryu. Ryu's very strong this season, by the way.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, the debate for top Shoto and immediately going into those buttons, confirming off those lights. It's a frame kill with that stand short, but good patience there from Squat. Squat playing here, winning his local at ROK Esports down in South Miami. I head there all the time. Shout outs.
Oh, both in burn.
Well,
Now the drive impact. Okay, we're playing.
Well spaced. I mean, he read that the gamble was going to happen with that drive gauge and then saw that opening there. Just to bet on it, to use that impact as a checkmate. You got to love it.
Okay, back heavy kick in the corner. We're just going to hold this pressure. Okay, like the parry, just gonna go for the throw after the negative. I like it. Making sure that Dudesicle knows if you're gonna put yourself in negative, you're gonna have to guess the throw and no throw. And the shimmy game in this, against Luke, you really don't want to get shimmy. He hurts so much.
Yeah, you don't. Not at all, but able to land that jump in into the level 3. I liked how Dudesicle was holding it down in the corner there, trying to get that Hashogeki out there. Lands a cross up there and even some meaty buttons, and then just keeps going with the pace. You know, I just saw those openings, whether rewarded or not. Dudesicle had a way to just dig in on Scrot and score that first point.
He did what on Scrot? What'd you say?
Oh, he was able to keep digging. I mean, because he hit a few meaties there, missed a confirm in there, but still keeps that pace going, you know? I love that response there. Throw against the DI.
Yeah, Scrot has been in pretty good positions overall, but I think Dudesicle's just been able to fight his way out more often than not. Just like that, we're seeing it happen in real time.
Oh, great drive reversal, because that forces the corner there, and to have that awareness to see that'll get him backed up against the wall. That was really smart by Sickle. And then, yeah, that's a thing Scrot Vermillion does a lot, where he's able to sneak in that stand medium punch. Now Luke has that weird fucking movement with it, gets himself an opening. But dude, Sickle going to town, keeps the pedal on the metal there to even burn himself out with the level 1 es suficiente to get that point.
Yes, sir. Okay.
I love it. No hesitation towards using that EX uppercut there to reverse. Empty jump, Tex and reads it. Loving the back and forth play. Good drive rush there. Goes for the low, confirms it into the standing fierce. Oh, there goes that whiff punish there. Got really good at catching those openings. He's got a burnout on this one. And he cross-cuts it, yeah. You want to get away from the corner there. Scrot is going to tax you every single time with that change of direction there. But dude, Sickle with that level 3. Got him on the critical. Let's see, will it press enough? Yes, sir! 2-0.
This is good old-fashioned Ryu. That's Karate Man right there, man. You're dead. 2-0. Dudesicle looking strong. Might be quick work for might be a very quick one for Scrot, I should say, in this event. Again, you only get one loss, so if you come in here and get 3-0, that is it for you for the match.
Let's see if Scrot can hold on here to avoid the sweep. Here at the Pow Pow Cafe, if the change of tone in the Fatal Fury will go. Then he gets juggled into the donkey kick there. Oh, that Hashogeki able to catch him hitting buttons there. Uses that drive rush just to buy himself a little bit of space there, but Dudesicle reads it and then stops back. This round could... Oh, he gets hit in the overhead. That was an interesting segment there. Leaves a little bit for Scrot to work with here. Scrot's got some drive in there, but then catches that low forward fireball. All he needs is just those 2 taps in there to get himself on the sweet point.
Okay, standing heavy punch. We're going to push. Yeah, nice. Just the option select. We're going to have to DP on deck. The walk-up jabs have been doing so much work for Dudesicle.
See what this corner setup is here. Whips that jab. Getting close up in there. Oh, and that solar plexus again. Dudesicle was looking for that each and every time he was backing out of the corner there. Caught him on the shimmy there, but the button comes in late. That gives Scrot the opportunity to reestablish himself in the corner. There goes 3 jabs. I'm going to keep it going with that drive rush. And then he opts for that level 2. You see there. Keeps it charging and running. Is this going to be the sign of a turnaround from Scrot here? Scrot, a veteran, facing the barrel of a 3-0 before with the rounder decided and fighting his way back. He has climbed these mountains before.
You did mention liking reverse OCVs, but a reverse 0-3 equally as good.
Especially in this game, Street Fighter 5, you see where it's coming at him. That was just Scrot almost was able to get that whiff punish with the drive rush there. Very strong veteran move in Street Fighter 5, you're able to capitalize on that. But I love how Dude Sickle's been just on point with these drive reversals from the beginning of the match. Like, either doing it from the start of the round or doing it to guarantee himself the corner. Wake up level 3. Okay.
This might be dead, actually. I think it's over. Yeah, that should be it. Nice and easy level 2. I like that. Oh, also, you know, I just noticed you said Street Fighter 5 twice. You been playing old school games, bro?
Yeah.
It's probably the discourse we had, right? Street Fighter 5 is a better game, that whole thing on Twitter.
No. I'm not about that. Believe me, I don't miss the V trigger at all. But getting back to that. No, I mean that with SF6. Yeah. Freudian slip there. Let's see if Dude Sickle can counter back. I mean, he took that big gamble and Scrot made him pay with it. I love that. When you take one wrong hypothesis for that wake up level 3, Scrot makes sure it counts, and that's why he was able to go the distance there for Pater.
Oh, yeah. Drive reversal back into the corner. Dude Sickle saying, you're not getting out of this corner. If you're going to use that heavy, guaranteed drive reversal, basically. Okay, perfect parry. That should be it. Nice and easy. Punish counter, standing medium punch into the DP. Now Dude Sickle once again at set point.
And especially when you see a perfect parry like that, it just shows that Squat was a little too predictable with some of his lights there. And then just being able to be called out on that. And then Dude Sickle being able to get that into the pay dirt here. Oh, wake up level 1. I love it. Just police that drive rush there.
Times people will let those slide after a forward throw, but you know, if you have the resources, you could definitely attack it. Has the corner once again.
Oh,
Tries to bait this time. Oh, Dude Sickle is doing a lot of work on the mental damage. Scrot doesn't know what to think.
Oh, but perfectly placed drive impact against the ropes, facing the 2-1 elimination. Scrot opts for the side switch there and the setup. Dude's respecting him a little too much. Catches the throw.
Oh, that had to be an accident.
Walk up light DP. This ain't Super Turbo, sir. And once again, when Scrot was the closest to that elimination, that's when he's the most clutch. Let's see where he goes with that Stand Fierce African. Oh, bam.
Yeah, straight to the corner, man. He's been staring down the barrel of getting eliminated twice, but he keeps fighting back.
Yeah, and it looks like what he's going for is he's trying to predict Dude Sick. Oh, another missed input! Another missed input, Doc! That's going to go level 3, and that's 2-2, sir. Oh, man, he picked the wrong one to mess with when it comes with dropping those combos there. Twice, it just stops Dude Sickle's momentum there. And Scrot will take a mile, a kilometro, whatever unit of measurement you put to call that damage. You know, he's got it.
There, and this is Street Fighter 6, man. I mean, you want to talk about the way I try to explain this game to anyone who doesn't play it, if they've played older Street Fighters, especially like, you know, Third Strike,
like me.
Yeah, it's like everyone's Dudley, bro. You can't be dropping combos and giving them clean hits. Like, you will die.
I do love that. I mean, sometimes I feel like everyone's Dudley and everyone's Makoto.
Yeah, no, definitely. But you know, I'm speaking more of like the damage and the overhead combos and just explode.
Yup. Facts. Good back and forth start to the match here. Dude Sickle looks like he's going for a different strength of that.
Oh, that's it!
Yeah,
the rare case of the DP extension actually coming into play. That is super rare. And now we're having the reverse situation we're talking about. Scrot about to close
we were talking about it. And now Scrot, all the way from ROK Esports, can definitely hear the cowbells ringing on the corners of Calle Ocho as the old men on the dominoes are holding the doble seis. If he gets a burnout here, Doc.
Okay, no, it looks like it's safe now for Dude Sickle. Crisis averted, but he's still in the bad position as far as corner goes. Again, Scrot just walking back, getting the DP, maintaining the positioning. Dude Sickle is trying to walk out, but it's not working out.
Oh, no, he's in the corner there. And then great spacing on the donkey.
Yeah, the little Uno reverse card on the back throw. Oh, okay.
Quick block on the overhead. Wow, Sickle stays alive with that one.
Oh, that was a close one. Almost a whip punish. That should be it. Scrot taking it, bringing it all the way back from the depths of defeat. 3-2. My God.
Doc, when you saw those resources on deck with the level 3 happen, that exchange of those 2 whips medium kicks. I mean, it could have gone either way in terms of that momentum.
Yeah, man.
But shout outs to Scrot, because Scrot finished his food.
Yes.
That's what you could say, honestly. Like when it was in that kill zone right there, he had his teeth on the steak every.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yeah, I'm gonna have to mute Discord because I'm in the group chats and I could just hear them like yo 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 yo. But no, you're right. Like Scrot, it was looking kind of bleak for a second there. I don't know like what exactly adaptation was made. To be fair, Dude did choke twice, and it is very hard to bring yourself back after you make a mistake like that in a situation that you should have been able to close out on, or at the very least, your opponent should have been able to win so freely, and it happened twice. So at that point, there's so much mental damage, and the momentum swing can happen in a way that, quite frankly, you may not even know what you're doing wrong. If your opponent's getting a little too confident, sometimes that's all it takes to get confident. You can't stop what's happening after. And I think that it was a little bit of that, and also Scrot just getting more and more comfortable over time in the setting that he was in. So yeah, good stuff.
That was a lot of that, man.
Yeah,
it was so much of that, because especially Street Fighter 6, when you got it going on as its first 3, right? And sometimes when someone runs it back on you, that fatigue really sets in for the guy who's got all the momentum in the beginning. Because sometimes I feel that I'm just like, okay, my opponent has seen everything in the bag. Like, and now all that's really left is to hold it down in a war of attrition on neutral, see what happens there. And having been like across the ring from Scrot, that's where he shines the most, because when those miscalculations happen in neutral, or those predictive plays there, like Scrot started calling him out on the walk forward jab by throwing out some of that, by trying to get some big buttons up in there, trying to reverse bully him with that right there. I mean, it just turns the matchup completely on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I 100% agree with you. But looking at that, yeah, we had the reverse 3-0, so we're starting off strong. Very exciting. We now get to see our next match. If we can look at that, Neo Judai, what do we have next after Scrot versus Dude Sickle? Which again, it was looking like it was just gonna be bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. Scrot was about to hold 2 L's. I'm pretty sure he just lost in his local grand final, so wasn't feeling too hot there. But he brought it back, and now was gonna have. Yeah, that's right. Blue, yeah, man. He was facing blue. Yeah. Big Mo versus 801 Strider. So this is more than likely that, I mean, Big Mo is going to pull out Blanca. There's absolutely no question there. That man is a creature. he likes to make you miserable. But Strider, I don't know who he's going to play. I know he has the Bison, of course. His Bison is still probably the best Bison that we have here in NA. But he's been messing around with a bunch of other characters. I want to see what he brings to the table. So yeah, I'm ready to roll if they are.
Yeah, and also it's curious because 801 Strider, like, when I saw them announce Alex, that was one of the players. I'm like, I think that would be someone who would give him a try. Because just to see how he would fit in with this system, how it works with. I really enjoyed when 801 had it going on with G in SF5, and that was like some great like meta that he had going on with. He always finds different ways to adapt, and I mean, Bison in this game especially is so much fun because of the mind setups, the way you go around. It just has that where you add those extra layers to just being able to dominate with certain gimmicks. Combine that with strong veteran neutral. I mean, it sets a tone for excellence. We jumped in there. Yeah, we got Dictator versus Blanca. You know, and I just wanted to say, I'm a big fan of Blanca. Like, a lot of my homies are Blanca mains out there, and especially in this game, too. So they've been especially showing out there. Loving when you spawn that Blanca chain in the good color, in those good drip, the good colors there. We got good grays on both sides. Came to play, man.
Yep, nice and very tactical, right? You don't want to stand out a little bit too much, but maybe Big Mo is wearing this color to blend into the background. I know he has a different stage on the screen, but you know,
hey, these are cool tactics. $1,200 decisions there, and Big Mo making that decision to get burned out, but still pushes 801 Strider into the corner there. Taps him a little bit with the dome. Ooh, I like that. That was slippery there. Trying to anti-air with that stand roundhouse there. Satan's inverse. Going all around inverse. It.
Oh, reaction. Oh! The rare situation. Not every character can do that, but 801 Strider ready this time around. Has the corner. Wasn't able to convert the combo there. Nice. Acro Crusher ready on the charge. Where are you going? Could have comboed that, but he wasn't ready. And Big Mo recognizes the situation, knowing that Strider is probably going to try and salvage something out of that and bust out with the DP.
Man, Strider had some tarot cards with Big Mo's number all over it with some of those setups there, especially when he caught him with that head stomp there. That drop of the combo proves costly. But here comes that level 2, and this can cause some big trouble as Big Mo got some of those big buttons there. Going up there, whether by X-axis or Y-axis, clutching it out with those up balls, and able to fit that command grab between the toys. My man out there got the who get this and the juggling, getting it done. Big Mo with the big 1-0.
Sir, yes, sir. Big Mo, again, one of the premier Blanca players that we have in NA, but also just overall, right? There are not too many Blanca players on this level. So, you know, it's one of those matchups that you want to make sure that you have tight and ready. Otherwise, I think a lot of the times, you know, you talked about the level 2. That's one of those things that if you don't fully understand, I mean, even if you do, to be fair, but you don't fully understand, you don't really have a chance to fight back. But speaking of fighting back, Strider now holding the corner, has the mind on Big Mo.
That's good patience there by Strider there. He's reading the wake-up air ball. And Big Mo showing that he's stubborn with it. He's going to continue to go up in the skies and get those juggles in there. But this is a great round. Great start for those up balls. You know, and especially, I mean, guessed correctly twice on 8-1 Strider, you know. Shame on you. But at that point, at the third one, try to get a charm there. Strider taps into his veteran tack there to be able to call out. This is great response. Great adaptation here from the legendary 8-1 Strider. And again, reading that wake up ball, not responding.
He has the corner, tries to go for the jab and the bait. Just holding the corner, but he wasn't able to get the hell attack fast enough. Big Mo immediately into the level 2 Lightning Beast. The DI on wake up, but it's broken. And 8-1 Strider dealing with the doll mix-ups over and over again. Can he survive?
That's what I really appreciate about Big Mo here. He's got one style of Blanca, one gear, but that's the gear you need to do it right there. Can 8-1 continue to press on? Strider, can he press on?
Oh, no.
Patience there, but he caught a stray.
That's level 1.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh, that's not it.
Oh, just leaves a pixel.
No Psycho Crusher, and it throws bait, and it's getting scrambly. That should have been it forever ago, and now Strider able to get the chip damage with the level 3 CA. I do want to say as well, there was a hit that Strider had that was a guaranteed kill. I'm not sure if he was looking for it or not, but he hit a standing light punch in the combo into light scissors. Could have gone into level 3 and ended it right there, and you know that almost cost him the whole game.
Yeah, that was intense. I mean, that was just what we call a good old-fashioned scramble, no matter what version of Street Fighter you are playing as it gets done. But then having that awareness to go into that level 3 and then cash it out there, because, I mean, Big Mo had a lot of really big opportunities there, but Strider showing that persistence there. And that's how you can turn rounds in your favor. I mean, you can still win even when, for lack of a better term, you get your ass kicked.
Oh, jumps out, not dealing with that at all, but doesn't opt to go for the throw. The doll is still there backing up Big Mo, but now he's going to get his own Psycho Mind trap here. You deal with that, I'll deal with this. Throw bait.
Oh, and the mine just makes all that shimmy just all the more lethal. And now he's replanted it again, but still, Big Mo not afraid to take to the skies and show off. I got some of these dribble tricks out there, and then able to cross him up on the way to the hoop.
Yeah, a few drops there from Strider. His crouch heavy punch was definitely meant to go into a Psycho Crusher or some other cancel. But Big Mo, yeah, again, these are on this caliber of play. You do not want to be making mistakes. These players will not let it slide.
And then that mine again, what's going to come from it? Goes with the meaty Psycho Crusher. Good drive reversal there, but comes at a cost for Big Mo as he gets that burned out. And now eats that overhead, and with the life in critical, does not go for level 3. Instead, he's going to save those resources there. I'm going to pack it up in a nice little bento box for my level 3 to potentially take this 2-0. Now they're cooking with 2 full sticks of butter.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, I like the fact that Strider just opted to go for the DI. It's a pretty obvious DI, but it's on Big Mo to make that decision. Do you really want to spend your super right here to try and make this comeback from a 90% life deficit? Nah, not worth it. So both players just agree, shake hands, and say, all right, we'll move on to round 3.
Yeah, and that type of decision making doesn't prove to pay off here in terms of the resources. Big Mo going with that level 2 here. That's going to give him a sequence here to dominate on some burnout for another 12 seconds likely. And there he goes. He got that opening.
Strider may not have 12 seconds. Okay, never mind. He's all good now. He's in the clear. Okay, the corner missing the back heavy kick.
Great air ball.
Yes, that was
perfect. Wow, good punish on that neutral jump there with that crouching fierce. Awareness of Bison startup on it to get that done.
This is scary. Oh,
Great
just
catch on the
tries
drive
to
back.
rob him. Yeah. Oh, again, the
Oh, he
block
took
shot.
How long was that out there? My man here does not pick on his toys, and Strider may have potentially done the equivalent of stepped on a Lego, but still holding on to just a pixel and a CA meter.
Oh,
with the
able to get
forward
the
confirm.
conversion. The
You made me
Kraken
step
idiot.
on a Lego. You made me step on a Lego. I'm gonna make sure to stick that low forward so far. Big Mo's Blanca ass for that one.
Pretty sure it was the same foot too. Same foot that stepped on the Lego.
I mean, that thing was out there for like 20 seconds.
All right, Big Mo going back to character select, or at the very least the main menu, maybe trying to collect, maybe talk to the team a little bit, get some advice, collect himself. But yeah, that was so far it's such a sick and explosive set. Big Mo I wouldn't even say like it's being scrambly. I think Strider's just been messing up things here and there, but Big Mo's taking full advantage. But then again, I don't know if Big Mo is able to find the situations that would really lead to an automatic win, because Strider is still getting that win condition on deck. He's getting the Psycho Mines, he's getting the level 3s, and at that point, you still have to deal with Bison. Even if you have a 60% life lead, every decision you make with Mine on you is for death.
Yeah, and that's the Strider's credit there. Just playing fantastic. Because I mean, Big Mo just using, what I love is non-hesitation to go into the game. I mean, he goes straight into level 2. Like right when that opportunity comes up. But Strider, to his credit there, he's got the corner set up, the mine set up, and then just buying himself some good time there and pressure as well, keeping Big Mo on that drive rush deficit for a majority of the match.
Yep. And that's something that Bison's particularly good at. Tries to snipe the Blanca-chan, but not able to reach there in time. Still not the worst. Has the charge for the Psycho Crusher as Big Mo tries to infiltrate, and Strider now moves on to set point.
That's good patience there from Strider. And just shows he's up to 3-1. He's going to make Big Mo come to him more. Big Mo brings it there, converting off those lights. Gets himself a knockdown. Going to go for some extra baggage with that. That throw. Some extra. Oh, he whiffs that. That's a big button to whiff too. Leaves a big hurt box in the decision there. Sorry, leaves a big hurt box in the wake of that decision. And then gets that Stand Fierce into that level 1. He's going to try to walk him down.
Yeah, Lightning Beast. One of those installs that you really don't want to deal with. In fact, it might be the best one in a just a stray situation like this. Drops the combo. Big Mo. You are going to pay for this. It's not quite death yet, but now this is Guess for Games. You kind of have to take this throw, make a decision here. There's the first throw. What's the game plan?
Yeah, I like Strider's patience here against the wake up. Oh, wow! How did that Psycho Crusher get triggered? It just straight up went there despite not having that direction where it could possibly make any form of threat with. Man out there just threw a torpedo through the back of the submarine.
Oh, dodges, but the Blanca-chan knows exactly where you are. Still chasing him. You're not escaping from this. Oh my goodness. It has a mind of its own.
It just made all that offense safe there. I mean, pretty much the way it was running with that synergy of Chang and Choi, but 801 Strider here with that level 3. And then that level 3 is going to give him a bit of that drive rush back while not recharging Big Mo. So now we got a big deficit to deal with at Big Mo. Retreating there. Gonna have to play with his toys, but did not get far enough. You got to change some of those area codes if you want to relocate. Psycho Crusher with the mine. No meter, no problem. We make magic. The 3-1 is your final score.
Yes, sir. I like that. Yeah, no, that was really back and forth, man. I don't really know if that wasn't clean at all, to be honest. That could have gone either way. What are your thoughts on that set?
Yeah, it was just a matter of, I think Strider had won with the patience. I mean, because in the end, we saw some big opportunities for Big Mo as well that came in the form of, after he got that setup going with that level 2, he was able to get that meaty overhead in there, and then that drop with a full drive gauge. I mean, connecting with the drive rush overhead to get in there. I mean, that could have been a lot of pay dirt that he left on the table there, and also just so critical with that whip punish, that standing roundhouse there. What I like about it is just 801 Strider knew and understood, like, not just decisions that he could win, but decisions where he could back off, be a little bit more patient with it, and then just be able to find ways to just play off those mines. But yo, I really got to give Big Mo a shout out with everything he did with the toys, man. The Blanca-chan stole the show.
Yes.
I mean, for real, they were just wilding out there. I've never seen toys run out there since that like 90s movie with Robin Williams. Just had a mind of its own. They were off screen. They were off screen and still active.
Oh my god, bro. Dude's literally in the middle of Child's Play. Just got Chucky over here chasing my ass.
It felt like that. I was saying it just felt like kind of when I was watching Silent Scope in CVS2 with Chang and Choi. How they have they're one character now. In KOF they're two, but they're one character, and Choi's like an assist for Chang. And then seeing how that meta just played out there was just wild to see. I mean, it was entertaining, no doubt. I wish it could have gone to a fifth match, to be honest with you. But still, I mean, 801 Strider, though, he held it down. I mean, like, it just seemed like no matter what Big Mo had in his bag, Strider wasn't shook with it and just kept going.
Yeah. No, that definitely, I think a lot of it was Strider's ability to get to that win condition and then just maintain it, and then generally just mid-maxing otherwise, but getting to that win condition I think was his main goal, and I think that's just part of how he plays the game, and Bison's really good at it. So any mistake you make on your end, as we talked about, Strider's not the kind of guy who's going to let it slide. He's going to whiff punish you. He's going to tag you with a low forward. It's like a Crusader as we saw before. So good stuff there. Strider gets to move to the next, well, not the next phase necessarily, but he gets to move to the bottom of the deck. And now DX Dojo is up 2-0 against Team REZ.
Yeah, fantastic stuff there from Squat and 801 Strider. And then we're going straight into it. Enzo,
yeah, we're already in there
here. So we got two of the newer characters here. And of course, Mai gets a lot of attention in some of the patch notes. Let's just put it there. But still, she finds a way. I mean, the speed demon out here. She's the type of character that you can easily get to master in ranked with. And still not with the fan play and all that, and still not exactly know how to defend it or deal with it fully when other people do it to you.
Yes, no, 100%. There's some characters like that I think, just on the base level, it requires a lot of knowledge and a lot of attention for you to learn how to fight them. And generally speaking, if a character is, if they have one tool that's very strong and easy to apply, if you can, anti-air and use that tool, getting to master is not going to be too difficult, just depending on, your overall fighting game experience and whatnot. But Sagat here, Mr. Old School, coming into the Street Fighter 6 world with the actual Muay Thai for the first time ever.
Oh, miss on the Tiger Uppercut. Let's see what goes from there. Jack has that full meter. Doesn't have the installation with that level 1, and now is burned out in the corner. That's good awareness by Enzo. Recognizing that opportunity there.
I'd say medium punch right around the world. Yes, that's a God button right there. And the God himself, the GOAT of Thailand, going to take the first game. Jack did not see that one coming. Ugh.
No, he hit him a few times with that too. That step back low strong there. I mean, just doing a number with it and then being able to clutch it out there. You love to see it.
Well, that's the step.
And what I love too is just me being the CVS2 player is the stand fierce. I mean, I love seeing that button do business here. But also Enzo getting a lot of mileage out of that Tiger Nexus, and then getting the perfect timing on that Tiger Uppercut. Love the animation that you see off. More of that Tiger Nexus. Ooh, a juggled like that. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And he shimmies with it. My man there got the footwork out there. Woo! Man, got some extra spring on that ankle tape on there. Being able to get Jack's Mai shook.
Oh, the overhead gets perfect parry this time. Jack fighting back. He has the install. Not necessarily as strong against Sagat as it would be against a lot of the casts, because his fireball game is pretty good as far as just like nullifying, but still for the offensive traits, it is still very strong. Just like that, see the damage.
Yeah, I mean, the way it works off of those confirms, and definitely just adds a little extra oomph to it, especially when you're just dealing with this damage output there, because Enzo is able to connect on some of those haymakers. Oh, near costly whiff on that Tiger Nexus.
Yeah, the greedy Tiger doesn't pan out. Oh, the whiff punish, aesthetic medium punch. This should be enough to do it. Misses the DP, and Enzo is not going to let that slide. You're going to Muay Thailand once again, the level 3. Unnecessary damage. ACL gone. Chin destroyed. Discombobulated.
You hate to see it, man, especially because, I mean, Jack hit that confirm from the logo. he had that low strong out there from another area code. I mean, credits to him, the heads up play, confirming with the drive rush off of that. But sometimes you connected from so deep there that the combo finisher just falls short, and then leaving that opening in there where the punish just becomes your own undoing.
Yeah, as you said, deep. Enzo hit the deepest DP I've seen in Street Fighter 6. That was New York style, dude. What the hell was that?
Well, I love that with the high tiger shot, if we guys still call it that.
Yeah, no, it's still a high tiger shot. Come on, man. Oh, look at this. Oh my, dude, I love his design of this game. I don't care what anyone says. This is a real Muay Thai fighter. I love this. Enzo making quick work of Jack, and Jack, of course, known primarily for his jury gameplay, but picking up the Mai in this situation. I wonder if it's maybe player history, or maybe just doesn't like the matchup, or maybe just saving it for later. Who knows? But it's not working today for him, though. Enzo about to take this away, nice and easy.
Now he's got to fight his way out of this round. Like a Chosen.
Another one.
Nothing left.
Dude, that left thigh has been getting punished this entire set. Oh my god, bro. Does she even have a skull?
Sons of the Kokage doing more than earning his stripes. He's also fanned the flames, literally, with the 3-0 over Jack's Mai in convincing fashion there. And wow, that's just wild there. But he scores the first point there for Team REZ Fighters, now making it 2-1 here with Noah the Prodigy on deck against Dual Kevin.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that essentially means now Enzo, the first player to win on Team REZ, so he'll be moving to the bottom of the line. He's going to be playing against Scrot. So that's going to be an interesting one. I want to see how that one plays out. But I did like you made a double pun. I'm not sure if that was intentional with Enzo earning his stripes. Okay, yeah. I was like, tell me you meant that, man.
Oh no, it ain't just Frosted Flakes out here. We throw it down, but that was just great Sagat play too. I mean, just using those big buttons there to be able to police some of her play, just negating a lot of the gimmicks, the fan gimmicks, and then just having the approach. I mean, the spacing with the Tiger Nexus, and then using that Tiger knee for that traverse on that X-axis there. Those are the things that keep Sagat dominant, like from game to game. And I gotta agree with you. I love the design of the game too, because the design of Sagat. Because you're always gonna see Sagat throw some of the hands. I mean, Sagat is just a character that is just designed to get his domination one way or another.
Yes.
So he might as well have some niceness on it, you know? He might as well have a little extra on it. I mean, he's coming out here walking his Tiger into the court there. He might as well have a little extra when he gets some of them, when he throws some of them bows in the paint.
I mean, like I said, it's play more like Fakaram if you ask me, but I do like the fact that, I always wondered, why is the guy considered, like, I do Muay Thai myself, right? Like why is this guy just standing full screen doing this? Where is the Muay Thai? And I feel like they really brought it to life in this game. I personally love this redesign. I know a lot of the old school players don't necessarily like it. They can't just throw fireballs and whatever. But there's a place for that, right? And if I could be real, Street Fighter 6 is not the place. You don't want Sagat to be that character in this game. He will get washed. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, there's so many. I mean, that kind of Sagat as a super turbo veteran, like dealing with that kind of fireball play there, it's because you don't have the options. That's why Akuma's banned from that game, because of air fireball. There's no options or mechanics to deal with. Whereas Street Fighter 6, you have such a wealth of anti-fireball mechanics.
Yes, sir. I mean, we're playing a game where, Zangief actually has a legitimate shot against Dalsum, right? Like, this is a whole different scenario we're in. Okay, now let's talk about this set right here. These are two players who I'm sure have played a lot of times in online brackets, right? Because I know they both enter a lot. I've seen them in top 8 graphics and whatnot. Dual Kevin, one of America's best, and of course Noah the Prodigy, also one of America's best. What are your thoughts on both these players and these characters?
Well, the pace here favors Dual Kevin here because, I mean, historically he's been known as a Rashid player, but he's got a lot of mileage in there with Luke as well. As he misses that punish there, the stand strong there. So you're seeing a lot of heads-up plays, just a knowledge of what openings he could find against Kevin here. But, I mean, Noah the Prodigy just showing why he's built different, why this is his means of education out here because, hey, man, when you only have, when you don't have, you'll do anything to get when you want.
Yes.
I'm just butchering something Michael Jordan just said here. Noah the Prodigy is just
it made sense. It makes sense. I don't know the quote, but it makes sense.
I'll revisit it in a sec, but I mean, look, not afraid to burn himself out and still continue pushing Dual Kevin back into the corner there or the middle of the screen. Okay, we do that either way. But still, just the way that he's holding it down there, that aggression, push him back with it, gets pushed back there. Ooh, what a whiff.
Yeah, the back dash there to get the throw to whiff, and Noah the Prodigy gonna go into the level 3. It's not gonna kill, but it's gonna be a pretty sweet position for him. Now, that being said, Duke Heaven sitting on that CA. It's rare for Rashid to use a level 3, but if he can get one clean hit and get the opportunity to use it, that could be it for Noah.
Yeah, but right here, you want to make sure, want to be a little patient against Luke. Let him use some of his drive gauge, try to approach towards you. At least get that drive gauge to be somewhere even.
Yes,
you can limit his movement.
Good call there, because Noah the Prodigy, once he has the drive gauge and he feels comfortable, best belief he's coming right at you. No holds barred. Trying to control, but the zoning game, that's actually what he opts to do, not going in at all. And now Noah taking the first game.
It's like in certain games, certain situations, certain characters, that is a wise jump in. But against Luke in Street Fighter 6 in the hands of Noah, no sir, you're caged. This is a good start here from Kevin, especially opting. I mean, that spinning mixer deletes some of his corner pressure in there. Now Noah's got a big, strong advantage with that drive gauge building up.
Oh, what a
that's a stop sign.
Trap. What was that? Noah the Prodigy.
Doesn't get the splat with the impact, but that doesn't exactly mean bad news. And I mean, either way, Noah's able to just continue pressing even when burnout. That's a scary thing when players can still mount their offense, walk you down, even with burned out. Like, not afraid to do it with or without the resources, but with the level 2 on deck and some of that drive, sir.
Okay, has the quarter. Yeah, just walking back, and Noah the Prodigy able to get a full combo here. Burnt out, but this is Noah at full power, right? As we like to say, Dual Kevin ready with the heavy mixer. Tries to shimmy. Noah's not taking the bait, just holds down back. Okay, nice and slow pace here. Noah walking away, trying to replenish that drive meter. Again, from burnout, you do get all of it back. Dual Kevin tries to catch him sleeping, but it doesn't work out. Noah able to see the OD fireball and just jump over it. And now Noah takes the second game just smoothly. Ever since it's been Enzo, they've just been winning on REZ's side.
Yeah, and you can see Kevin was scrambling for a solution there once the whirlwind shot got jumped over. That was his great awareness and clutch play by Noah the Prodigy. Just the layers of awareness that he's bringing out, that he's putting out there.
I mean, Noah is a chronic rank grinder, right? Like, he's seen just about every possible scenario that you can expect to see and know. So if anyone's going to understand how people are going to react, it's going to be Noah the Prodigy, especially in a situation like this versus players who's played before in higher stakes than usual, which, you know, as people like to say, Noah, whenever the stakes are high, he shows up.
Yeah, and you got to have good awareness of risk-reward between both players to do that. And then, he gets away with that with a drive rush jab. It looks like Kevin tried to maybe check that and got it incorrect there. Counter hit strong, though, no confirm. Gives Kevin a little bit of time to burn himself out with that EX spinning mixer there. But that walk-up jab proves strong, but not able to finish the string. Let's see if he gets it. Is it going to be chipped enough? Yes, sir!
No way out of that. I mean, even if there was a gap, Dual Kevin level 1 will get crushed by the projectile, and his level 2 is an installed style, so can't even use it to fight back.
We got a drive rush pissing match to kick it off here as Noah's on 1 point away.
The hammer of God.
Score 2-2. Oh, caught him jumping back. Oh, did he catch him jumping back twice?
That's what it looked like to me. And Noah now, okay, this time the hammer of God, not worthy. Dual Kevin has to make this happen. He has to fight back right now. This is his last chance. If he loses this, he is done for the day. Okay, level 2 on deck.
Using the air funnel there to give himself a bit of an empty mix-up there, and then uses our... Wow, what a perfectly placed drive reversal there. That's what I call them storm shutters out there. Hurricane season is done, sir. Downgraded that to a...
Oh, level 2! He guessed right. Is that enough?
It
might be enough.
It could be.
Okay, not quite.
No, not quite, but a sliver of meter left for Dual Kevin. And then jumps back from that one. The sandblast catches him jumping back. Noah with the 3-0 to even this clash in the streets up. 2-2 between REZ and EX.
Sir, yes. I love Dual Kevin jumping away. Noah's just like, right, sit on this.
Yeah.
So messed up. But yeah, Noah played that super well. And you can tell that both him and Enzo came to this prepared for sure, because I haven't seen Dual Kevin get beaten like that in a very long time. And I know Dual Kevin's been playing a lot of JP, so I'm not sure like if he's planning to pull out JP later in the series or not. But yeah, no, I haven't seen Dual Kevin's Rashid made look that human ever.
No, it was fantastic. I mean, and just being able to police a lot of those options as well, the risk reward, as well as just being able to police the advantages of the drive gauge there. It just felt like Noah had an extra step, just every single step of the way there, and then having that additional level of awareness there, but and just defending against a lot of Rashid's gimmicks. I feel like it was a lot of Kevin just had to win a lot of things with neutral, some defensive play. He had some really strong reactions, like every single time countering the neutral jump there with the heavy spinning mixer. That's a hella good reaction, like veteran play to deny those types of moves there. But in the end there, Noah just felt Noah just had it going on, had an answer for every single solution. And I mean, I feel like he wasn't even looking at the drive gauge in some of those situations. He was just able to just mount his offense, just keep it going and going. And regardless of what the downer distance was, he just had the play drawn up.
That's essentially with at this point with Noah and Enzo fighting back and evening things out, basically 2-2 at this point. Scrot beat Duke Sickle, Strider beat Big Mo, but now Jack and Duke Kevin are out. So the last two players are Enzo the Hokage and Noah the Project versus Scrot, EB, and 801 Strider. So we're gonna have Enzo go up against Scrot, and Noah the Project is gonna go up against 801 Strider. And these are potentially the last two matches, depending on who wins them. So yeah, I'm excited for this one, man. I want to see how this goes. Enzo, that Sagat's looking super clean, but Strider, of course, still on that Bison. So I have no doubts that it's going to be a good set. I'm curious to see, well, rather, Scrot is what I meant to say. I'm curious to see how this particular set goes, because with how well Enzo is playing right now, I want to see what Scrot brings to the table to try and nullify some of this Sagat pressure and damage.
Yeah, I mean, Enzo's just playing the Tiger just correctly there, and he goes for the mix-up there with that overhead that Sagat gets. But I just like how Enzo, one thing I like about good Sagat players is being able to move forward. Like, especially when people are very strong with Sagat and Guile, like, they almost can give a new dimension to a traditionally zoning character, but just being able to brawl out. Mm-hmm. And then caught him parrying against the drive rush, sir. You're going to get scooped a few times.
God, that drive gauge is gone, dude. Oh my God. And that health bar also following right after the fact. Enzo the Hokage still looking strong first round.
Man, they're just clawing and scratching his way. Oh, wow, that drive rush stopped short, but that actually kind of pays off in Enzo's favor there.
Yes, has the corner here. Nexus whiffs heavy kick. Not sure what that was about. Here we go. Again, a throw. Are you gonna tech? It's such a dangerous tech to do because Enzo is sitting on that 3-bar of super there. Level 3 will kill you, Scrot, if you make a mistake. So teching is extremely dangerous. Scrot fighting back.
Yeah, consecutive reversal dragon punches there. Not afraid, just not afraid to test against that pressure there. And we've seen Hokage just using a lot of that reach there. Catch it, and that's one thing Scrot does really well. He can catch your hand in the cookie jar, and he will make you pay. And we saw how he was able to pull off that big reverse 3-0 against Dude Sickle there. We saw to open up the card. And what a perfect parry against the hammer fist there. And he walks forward with it. Can he go the distance? Level 3 on deck. I think it's going to go, Doc. I think this is going to be suficiente damaje to take it home for the first point.
Yes, it is. And Scrot just was not able to get the hit that mattered. Enzo keeps finding these magic buttons in these situations where you wouldn't expect it to come. And also, I want to point out, too, one of the things I want to give Enzo credit for is his spacing on Tiger knees. He's not necessarily always trying to make it plus as much as it is just make it safe and threaten it so that his opponent's more passive and neutral, which allows him to play that slow style neutral game that he actually wants to play. This is going to be burnout.
Right. Right, and good drive impact. Look at the distance that it pushes. Doesn't get him to kiss against the corner.
Oh, that's check.
Able to do that. And yeah,
that's check.
Oh yeah, this is nasty with, that's impact is happening there. And will he have enough for the distance there?
Delayed forward throw from Enzo. I like that. Okay, making sure that you block the DP just in case Scrot's feeling like he wants to spend some of that newfound drive gauge. But, also going for the forward throw, which is really rare. Usually when people do delayed throw, they use delayed back throw. But when you have that corner, I know it's for the kill, but still just crazy awareness from Enzo.
I love how they're not afraid to reversal DP against a drive cage. Oh, that looks like a missed Tiger uppercut happening there. When you miss your anti-airs against Scrot, oh, it's really messy. It's just as bad as if it happens in every game. Easing with a burnout here. Enzo fighting back there, using some buttons to build back some of those gauges there. And what a Tiger knee. And yeah, to your credit, Doc, what you were talking about it. Doesn't have to space it to exactly get a plus, but when you got that movement, that traversal, and people are a little too respectful against the Tiger knee as he gets that level 3 again to go up 2-0. But when people are too respectful of that Tiger knee, Doc, like, it becomes as strong as if you've got a dive kick on cam.
Yes, yes. I mean, getting hit by a straight Tiger knee is terrifying, and you know, I personally think the Tiger knee is stronger than Burn Knuckle. Not necessarily because of the move itself, but more about the context around the move. The things you have to respect, the things you have to do, and the fact that he has that low kick from a distance where if you're standing because you see him moving, it's a problem. So this character in particular really gets you to, you know, your butt is clenched the whole time in neutral. And Enzo going in, the respect is out the window. He knows he can smell the blood in the water, and he's out to hunt Enzo now at set point.
Man, when you go hit that cross cut uppercut, caught him paying the tax, trying to escape the corner there, and then you bait the wake up EX reversal there. That is just that heads up awareness, like, look, man, I know it sucks to get hit with that. I emphasize, therefore I bait.
Now
he got more knees and elbows in there.
Yeah, there's no way out of this for Scrot. Scrot is going to have to make something big happen. Enzo is not going to give it to him for free. The crouching medium punch right around the world once again. That button has been doing so much work for Enzo. He's found it and placed it properly so many times that he's going to use it once again for another 3-0 against Scrot.
I was just wild with it. I mean, he's throwing big, Street Fighter 1 energy. What strength, but there are many other Lukes like you all over the world. Hokage just going back to back, just taking it down there, and then that's going to be, so it's just the last one standing there for EX Dojo is going to be Strider out there, who's got to hold it down against a 2-1 advantage.
Yeah, no, this is like when you you're playing FPS and you just see your homies get destroyed. You see like the kill cams pull up on someone else's screen. You're like, wait, what's going on? Your homies just getting shot and gunned down from a distance. And now you know that the last remaining two on the other team are coming straight for your head. And those are not two people that you want to mess with. You have Enzo the Hokage moving to the bottom of the deck this time around. And Noah the Prodigy. Man, this is going to be a tough one. Especially just, we talk about the contrast of playstyles, right? I know Enzo now is more, he's been more aggressive. I think when he smells blood, he's more willing to just attack, which is perfectly fine. But I think what he really wants to do, naturally, is just chill, unless you let him actually go ham. But we're going to go here. First things first, Noah versus 801 Strider. These guys have played a lot of times in the past, so curious to see how this goes. Noah already has the corner, and of course, we've had the game cam on for 2 seconds, and he's burnt out, right?
Oh, going at it. I mean, I remember, if I recall, Noah having a run like this recent at a combo breaker. I remember being the talk of the tournament there, and the work that he was putting in there, just holding him down. Off to a great start here, but let's see how Strider responds. You're taking advantage of Noah and burnout. But as soon as Noah gets it back going, it's like you took the scrambled eggs off the heat, let the yolk stir for a little bit, and then he got to turn right back on the medium stove there to clutch it out from corner to corner, coast to coast.
That's the corner. Yeah, you're not going to find Noah scared. He's going to bust out. He's going to do whatever he believes is the right choice to make. So if you're going to fight a person like Noah, you have to have the same level of conviction, that will to attack, even if you think something is going to go wrong.
Good challenge there. Strider not afraid to throw out some pokes against Noah's some of his buttons there now. Luke can kind of be trouble with some in neutral because the way he moves and sways out of some of his normals cause a problem there, but with that yellow critical health on deck, Noah's going to have no problem punching his ticket. You picked the wrong guy to mess with for the 1-out.
Going down to Memphis. You're not changing my mind. That's what he says. That's where the devil went. He didn't go down to Georgia. He went down to Memphis. Okay, driver's crouching light punch. Gets the hit, but not able to convert it. Oh no, Strider, it's falling apart, it looks like. What's the play?
Yeah, let's see. So Strider here, he's got a fiddle of gold bet against that soul with that low forward there. Take him to the corner. See what I did there? All right.
I got you.
Confirming off those lights there. That shimmy game from Noah is just so nice because it sets up that spacing for the knee there. And I know you want to poke. I know you want to put your hand in the cookie jar because we all hate Luke. And we all want to be able to do that too. But again, that's the reason why Luke is so successful in the meta.
Yeah, I mean, you could say Luke is successful. I mean, he was at one point, but at this point, what Luke is really doing is much work as Noah, right? He's pretty much the only one who I think is representing the essence of how this character can play and be threatening to a point where you're actually questioning what you should be doing. Just like that, Noah is not going to concern himself with details. Nice bait, though, from Strider. Going to get a full extension punish here with the scissors punish counter.
What started off this momentum for Strider was that wake up low forward there. Because when you're reading that your opponent is over-relying on shimmies, certain things that on paper look like a dumbass decision becomes the best thing. And that low forward there, catching him again off the corner there, even though Strider didn't convert off that, he sees that opening and sees exactly what Noah's getting for him because that's what he's trying to go. That's where Noah's trying to set up and get his bread and butter going.
A good call, too. You're exactly right. And now Noah almost burnt out again. You have to be careful. Honestly, you have to be careful if you're Strider because this is when Noah gets the most unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to pull out. Heavy kick. Okay, you're not going to neutral jump on me anymore, says Strider. Has the spacing trap on the scissors. Is it going to go for it? No, not quite yet.
The command with the buttons is key. He's got Strider in control here and in the driver's seat with the punish counter throw. One good read away from evening this up 1-1. And oh wow, good catch on that low medium kick there. Again, it's just the speed that Luke has on that button, and Noah knows how to use it just at the right spaces there to convert with it for pay dirt. Buys himself a little bit of mileage there with that level 3. Gives himself that drive gauge advantage there, so we continue to get some of that mix up. Fishing for that burnout. Yes, sir, he does. Isn't enough on that push though.
Drops the
was so close. Off that fierce button there. Would have had it.
Oh, Noah burns out as well. This is a decision to make. Is he going to do it or not? He doesn't. No. He tries to escape, tries to backdash or jump, and Noah, just with the crouching light punch, looked a little delayed just in case the level 3 or level 1 came out. And Noah now 2-0 up against Strider.
Man, that decision to not get that level 3 against the burned out Noah, that is definitely going to pay here because now Noah's got a lot of breathing room. He's got a lot of leash to run around on the yard. So you put his feet on Eddie Murphy's couches a little more.
And he's a dog. You really don't want that, man. You really don't want Noah comfortable.
Man, you're rich. You can buy another one. Especially with that 1,200 out there. I mean, if they going through it next week. Because Team REZ just got to win one more.
That's
and
true,
then it's chill to the next episode.
That's true. Start acting like Rick James, right? It's over for you, Strider. Yeah, Strider has to be careful. The crouching medium punch makes contact. Noah already decided to go for that level 1. I think the level 1 was the only way to kill there. So good awareness from Noah. Now moving on to set point, potentially getting the win for Team REZ.
And we want to see more Street Fighter here. So I'm rooting for you, Gustavo. I don't know if you're still in Utah or not, but we're keep throwing down.
Gage gonna be replenishing a little bit of it with that block string, still going up.
I love that low forward from the corner, man. I love it. He's like 3 for 3 on that in the last few fights. Just keep him around. This time, oh, he got the dome, but nothing with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can get the dome, but if it's not a punish counter or a counter hit, you can't combo it. So it's really just a straight hit, and Noah's more than happy to take that most of the time. Uh-oh. Okay, level 1. Oh, okay, that's going to be a whip. The second pressure should do it. Yes, it is. That's a chunk right there at the end. Strider's staying alive.
Man, but why are you going to go with that button there? Drive rush into that stand medium punch. I guess it was kind of he was predicting to trade buttons on that one.
Yeah, more
than that's the kind of button you want to use to win trades. It's not exactly one you want to reach. And it proves, I mean, it just comes up a little short there and gives Strider everything he needs for pay dirt.
Like Noah blocking the standing heavy punch and immediately pressing cross medium punch. Doesn't matter. We're going to move on from that, though. Is he going to spend it? Yes, he is. Gets a gigantic life lead. Gets that drive gauge back. And again, we'll talk about giving him a little bit too much leash. This is it, man. The yards, I don't know. It's gigantic.
Yeah, that's not a lot of damage scaling. You would think otherwise. So makes it going off that perfect parry all the more worth it. And Noah, the prodigy, slides in. Gonna steal home with that low medium kick like Luke has won so many ranked sets with. My man here taking it to the house there with that complete. It was just a sweet 2-0 and done in the second round there. as REZ Fighters wins up 2 fighters, Enzo and Noah, as your survivor.
Enzo and Noah playing. I don't even know what to say, man. They're playing so well today. 3-0s all around, right? I'm not making a mistake there. I think they 3-0'd every single opponent. Am I wrong?
I believe so. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they did.
they're looking very strong. As far as I can tell, not really seeing too many weaknesses. And again, I really like the contrast between both players. And Noah is just really hard to predict, right? With Enzo, you kind of know what he's aiming to do. It's just, can you stop it even though you know? With Noah, you're like, I don't even know what's happening. And you see how powerful that can be in the hands of someone who has the reactions and the knowledge of your character and the awareness and the adaptation. Someone as strong as Noah, piloting Luke. If you are not ready to deal with that style and that speed and that willingness for him to put you in really tough spots and make those decisions that you're gonna have to cut some wires, man. I know it's scary, but it's either you cut the wire or it'll be cut for you. Those are your only 2 options, and I really like that style that Noah's bringing to the game. So really good stuff from that from Team REZ, and both players really did a good job. Of course, shout outs to both Dutickle and Big Mo. They had pretty good showings as well. But in the end, it was Enzo the Hokage making a really good case for his campaign to be the leader of the Leaf Village, and Noah the Prodigy.
Yeah, it was fantastic, man. I just want to point out, bringing out that big boss energy, because I think Luke is the boss of Street Fighter 6. But, as Street Fighter 6 matures and is now approaching towards the end of its 3rd season, what makes me really grow more appreciative of the game is just all around how much hesitation becomes the enemy. And it's so much that you see these players are exposing certain elements or certain patterns of stubbornness. And it was funny because even like I saw it in Dual Kevin and in Strider, we're being able to point out like openings and setups and be able to turn it on turn the match over, but still keep that. You just kept it going, find a way to turn the match on another degree and get it, because that way, once you were able to find and just take advantage of some of these openings, it really lined up and just like where you saw just the great usage of spacing. I really wanted to point out how much I loved Enzo's just smothering approach with Sagat there. I mean, the forward movement there. I think that when you have certain characters, certain archetypes like Guile or Sagat, and they're able to move forward with it, that's when you got a bigger problem, and that's when they're even more lethal, because not only are they being able to produce out of their element, but they're thriving out of their quote element as well. And Sagat, I think, is still a new character on paper, where his element and where it is still defined. But I mean, if you're spacing that Tiger Knee to the place that it's advantageous, and the opponent is just not so much knowing what buttons to react with, but whether to block crouching or standing, that creates a lot of problems out there. So it was awesome seeing that on display.
Yeah, man, no, I love it. I love the approach from Enzo. Everything you called out there with standing or crouching, especially with the shin conditioning, right? Because he will make sure at the very hopefully it's shin conditioning if you're blocking it, but if you're not blocking it, that's just straight thigh. Like your ACL, all of it's just getting destroyed over time, and it does do. I really do. It feels like Muay Thai. Anyone who has done Muay Thai, well, you get got. If you happen to get got, you don't check a kick. You're like, okay, I gotta watch for that. It sucks. You can't just let it keep happening. And I feel like they really capture that properly. And once you're looking for that, guess what happens? It's the punches, the elbows. And Enzo really, I think, plays Sagat so properly. It's so slow, methodical. He's a slow starter, but then when he gets going, it's like you're fighting a monster. And I really I want to see what he brings. And I'm very happy that he picked Sagat as his main for the. It appears to be maybe the remainder of the game. I'm not completely sure, but his Sagat is looking like some of the best I've seen. Period. So very good stuff from him.
And these are characters. I mean, the characters that we saw that he went against. It wasn't Rashid. That was Luke. But going up against characters like Mai, and then Luke, and then sorry, I said it again. But the basically characters that can delete neutral and smother you offensively, right? Can continue to do that, but still he was able to hold it down and see that he wasn't keeping the tiger cage. In other words, the tiger was on the prowl mostly, because he was, especially against Mai, when you're the one that's able to control the x-axis and continue traversing. That's what really tells the tale of the tape and really drives the story of the match. And it was just fun to see, because it was really a matter of who can slow this Sagat down. And I think as the meta evolves more, we'll see more opportunities to go and take that on.
Yes, 100% agree, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. Hopefully, we get to see the meta evolve a little bit in the span of this tournament. What we just had today was REZ Esports versus EX Dojo. So EX Dojo is going to be moving down to loser side there, and they'll be playing their next match on the 24th. Whereas REZ Esports is going to be playing against S Tier Gaming. If we have S Tier Gaming, S Tier Gaming's team somewhere, Neo July, please pull that up. But they're going to be playing on the 17th. That's going to be a very important match because the winner of that is going to be moving on to winners finals. So looking forward to all of that. The 15th is going to be the next one. That is going to be on HDGG's stream. For anyone who is curious, I should have probably put a exclamation mark command for that. But we'll be posting about it on Twitter. So if you want to follow us, give us a follow. We'll be retweeting and sharing all this stuff. Only Global versus Synergy. And so far, this was a really, really good team battle. I'm very impressed, very happy with how everyone played. But I gotta say, man, to me, the MVP of this is just probably. I think it's a tie between Enzo and Noah. To be honest, they both had such presence that it's hard for me to really distinguish who necessarily had that MVP role. But overall, pretty awesome. Here we go. Simply, Ego, Tar, Ramsor, and Lex Reborn. So
that's a nasty team, man.
Yeah,
Ramsor is pretty strong with Rashid, and Simply Ego is very strong with JP. I think Ed's still cooking with it. I love seeing a good Kimberly in the mix, man. Never counter out.
Yes, sir. And
never counter out.
Dude, a Kimberly on a team battle is demonic. Like, I tried so hard to get a Kim, bro. Like, I think if I'm building a team, I'm like, okay, who are the Kimberly players? Not only so you can have them on your team, but so you don't have to fight them on someone else's team. It's a double strategy, right? But, right. I don't know. I don't think we have anything else here, guys. I want to make sure that we keep this nice and short. Shout outs to all the players who showed up. If we can look at the player versus player screen here, we have on REZ's team. Shout outs to Dude Sickle. Shout outs to No Other Prodigy. Shout outs to Enzo the Okage. Shout outs to Big Mo, and then on EX Dojo, shout outs to Gustavo. Yeah, no, the Blanca chat was crazy, man.
That Blanca chat was Off-screen Blanca.
Should have had Fierce. Maybe we'll get Fierce on the next one. But yeah, shout outs to all of EX Dojo. You guys killed it today. Jack, Everyone Strider, Dual Kevin. It's late night, guys. I'm sorry.
I feel you. It's been a long week.
I'm getting cooked, low key. And Scrot also killed it. By the way, shout outs to Scrot playing at the local. By the way, right after his local, hopped on the station at the local. Made the comeback down 2-0, right? So no, shout outs to Scrot for being able to make this happen.
SoFlo to locals are no joke, man. You got to fight like your top three. You got to fight Blue, Paladin, Sev.
Brother, what do you mean? Forgot? I didn't. Bro,
800.
Bro, I'm trying to remember who was on the roster for this. Screw you. Oh, 800 too. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah,
he's still playing.
Boss, man. Yeah,
okay.
He's always playing.
There's no secret there.
He's a secret boss down here, man.
There's no secret. We know. We know. All right, cool. Well, any final words, Mr. Chris? Team Chris himself. Shout outs to you for doing this. Do you have any words, any shout outs? Where can people find you, all that stuff?
Yeah, you can find me over at just look Team Chris. It's one word on I'm on Twitch, TikTok. I'm even on Sora, but most people hate that. But but you can catch me around. I'll be streaming, doing some more stuff with Virtual Fighter and streaming some classic Sega Genesis games. I will be at Frosty's, so you'll see me at Frosty's. Okay, it'll be cold. I'm gonna wear a white scorpion jacket from the movie Drive.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, well, for you guys, Dr. African on literally everything. Otherwise, I'd say, to be honest, follow EX Dojo, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter. We have some stuff coming up on YouTube in a second here. Check out our Patreon if you're interested in supporting us. And I want to do more of these. Of course, we will be doing more of these. This is only the first match in this, but I want to do more public style events like we used to do in the past. Now that we're more settled internally, but this is great. Shout out to HDGG for igniting this event and making us and kind of carrying us through the process and sharing with us what they did with Mortal Kombat, which was the first time they did it was with Mortal Kombat. They had like Sonic Fox and a bunch of other big names. So I believe that this format can be pretty good. So shout outs to everyone. Let us move on. And Neo Jedi, I would say let's host Jack. You know, even though he got his ass beat 3-0, let's go ahead and host Jack. He was useless for this time, but hopefully he's useful next time.
It was a good mind. It was a good mind.
Shout outs to Black Jesus, man. Black Jesus is, by the way, one of the HDGG guys. He's one of the co-hosts of this. I'm not just randomly saying Black Jesus with no context. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. And thank you guys for coming through. And we'll see you next time.
Cheers.
Starting soon. Hell yeah.